A disturbing new discovery has just been made in the deep sea that could prove to be the biggest threat humanity has ever faced. And it all starts with an AI. It's me, and this is my channel. Join me today as we look into the terrifying AI-generated leviathans that are rising from the depths of our oceans. The vast majority of our planet is covered by water, and up until very recently, we had explored less than 5% of our oceans. What lies beneath the surface of our seas is mostly unknown to us, which means that there are likely things living in the deepest parts of the ocean that we haven't even imagined yet. With such little exploration taking place in our oceans, it's not surprising that we've only discovered about 20% of all the fish species that live there. That being said, we have still discovered some strange ones. Anglerfish, for instance, can lure in their prey with glowing lights on their heads, while creatures like the blobfish live so deep down that they have no natural predators. One of the most unique creatures that lives in our oceans is the Japanese spider crab, which can grow to have a leg span of up to 4 meters wide. There are also anglerfish, which can swallow prey whole, even if it's bigger than them, thanks to their elastic stomachs. One of the scariest creatures we've come across in the depths of our oceans is the colossal squid. These squids can reach up to 13 meters in length, making them longer than a blue whale. Not much is known about these giant creatures because they're so hard to find. However, we do know that they hunt other squid as well as fish and even whales. Their huge beaks are capable of tearing through flesh with ease. But thankfully for us humans, they live thousands of meters below the ocean's surface. However, a recent discovery in the depths of our oceans has shocked researchers around the world. Scientists were expecting to find normal sea life in the Pacific Ocean near Japan when they came across something they couldn't believe their eyes over. A team of scientists were exploring the ocean floor near Japan at a depth of 7,200 feet underwater when they captured footage of a mysterious creature on camera. They couldn't believe what they were seeing because it was unlike anything they'd seen before. The creature had a giant mouth filled with sharp teeth, and it seemed to be floating through the water with ease. The most shocking part was that it was huge, estimated to be over 66 feet long. Researchers had never seen anything like it before, and after studying the footage, they couldn't identify what kind of animal it was. They named the creature the Quintus Gigas. What's really alarming is that this isn't the only one of its kind that's been found. In recent years, there have been many more sightings of large, unidentified sea creatures in different parts of the world. Some of these creatures have been caught on camera, while others have only been spotted by fishermen or sailors. Many of these creatures have similar characteristics, such as a giant mouth filled with sharp teeth and a huge size. All of these creatures are estimated to be between 60 and 100 feet long, which makes them truly gigantic. While these creatures may look scary, there's no evidence to suggest that they're dangerous to humans. However, considering their size and strength, it's best to stay away from them just in case. One of the most famous sightings of one of these creatures was in 2004 when a group of fishermen in Australia spotted a giant sea monster while out at sea. The creature was estimated to be over 100 feet long, and it was seen swimming alongside their boat. The fishermen were able to take photos of the creature before it disappeared back into the depths of the ocean. Since then, there have been many more sightings of similar creatures in different parts of the world. For example, in 2019, a sailor in South Africa spotted a giant sea monster while on a cruise ship. The creature was estimated to be around 60 feet long, and it was seen breaching out of the water. The sailor was able to capture footage of the creature before it disappeared. While some people may dismiss these sightings as nothing more than tall tales, there is evidence to suggest that there are giant sea creatures living in our oceans. For example, in 2018, a group of scientists were exploring the Mariana Trench when they discovered a new species of deep sea fish. The fish was estimated to be around 30 feet long, and it was unlike any other fish they had seen before. This discovery suggests that there could be other giant sea creatures living in our oceans that we just haven't discovered yet. As more and more people take to the oceans, whether for fishing or pleasure boating, it's likely that we'll continue to see more and more sightings of these giant sea creatures. While they may be scary to some, they're a reminder of the amazing and mysterious creatures that live in our oceans. Who knows what other sea monsters might be lurking beneath the surface waiting to be discovered? The terrifying thing about all of this is that none of these creatures seem to be a product of natural evolution. Instead, scientists believe that they were created in a lab and then released into the ocean intentionally. Of course, nobody knows who would have created these creatures or why they were released into the ocean. But that doesn't stop scientists from having some pretty wild theories about what's going on here. For example, some scientists believe that these creatures were created by an unknown civilization that lived in the ocean many years ago. They believe that this civilization was highly advanced and that it knew how to manipulate DNA and create new life forms. However, this theory is largely unfounded and there's no evidence to support it. Instead, most scientists agree that these creatures were probably created by humans. It's believed that these creatures were created as part of a top-secret military project. The goal of the project was to create the ultimate weapon, something that could be used to destroy entire cities in seconds. Of course, this is just a theory and there's no evidence to support it. But it's a scary thought nonetheless. Imagine a world where countries are waging war with giant sea monsters. It's a terrifying thought that keeps me up at night. It's important to note that the existence of these creatures is still a mystery. Despite the fact that there have been many sightings, there is no concrete evidence that they exist. However, it's also important to keep an open mind when it comes to the possibility of these creatures existing. After all, we've already discovered so much in our oceans, and there's still so much that we do not know. It's possible that these creatures could be hiding in the deepest parts of our oceans, waiting to be discovered. We may never know for sure if these creatures exist or not. But one thing is certain. The thought of giant sea monsters lurking in the depths of our oceans is enough to keep anyone up at night. So if you're ever near the ocean, be sure to keep your eyes open. You never know what you might see. Now, speaking of scary things lurking in the depths of the ocean, let's talk about the Bermuda Triangle. This mysterious area of the ocean has been the site of many unexplained disappearances. Some people believe that there's a portal to another dimension hidden in the Bermuda Triangle, while others believe that there's a giant sea monster living in the area that feeds on ships and planes. No matter what the truth may be, one thing is certain: the Bermuda Triangle is a dangerous place to travel. But hey, if you survive the Bermuda Triangle, you might just make it to the edge of the Earth. Check out this video for more information. Thanks for watching. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.